So recently it seems like every non-Christian has something to say about Christianity, including Elon Musk saying that Christianity could fall apart, it could be the end of Christianity if they don't stand up, and then especially Andrew Tate has been coming out and saying lots of things about Christianity and how they're weak and how they never stand up. And he even went to protest for Christianity even though he's Islam. So let's get right into the video and make sure to watch till the end so you know how to respond to this situation. Let's get right into it. So here is Andrew Tate and his brother in Romania. They're saying boycott the Olympics.
And to sit here and let France mock the country, mock your religion, make fun of every single thing you feel holy. This is the Last Supper. This is everything holy about Christianity. And we say absolutely nothing about it and say, oh, you cannot even complain. What are we doing wrong by saying that this is disgusting? This is not art.
So there you saw Andrew Tate right there was protesting. He was holding up the sign of the Last Supper and saying we need to boycott Christianity. But he's recently came up with another video making lots of accusations towards Christianity and saying how they're soft and they need to do something. And Christians are weak because they always forgive and they are keep on forgiving. And there's just something that he's missing here. Let's get in the video where Andrew completely goes crazy.
Have you noticed how France didn't mock Islam? Because it's an Islamic country now. All of Paris would be on fire if they tried that. As a Christian, how are you not furious? How are you not angry by what they've just done? They've openly mocked your entire religion from head to toe. One of the most sacred images. And you're just going to sit there as a Christian and what? Forgive? Turn the other cheek. Oh, just turn the other cheek, forgive. Go on, tell me.
That's the thing. Yeah, obviously we're not just sitting there. And obviously we're not going to go burn down buildings and churches and whatever because of this thing that happened. There are a lot of people who did boycott. One of the companies that had ads in there took down their ads because they did not want to be a part of it. Even the Olympics had to take down the video because of that outrage.
Nothing to do with the event. They just said, everyone will be watching. Let's prove how disrespectful we are to Christianity and let's prove how gay we are. There was no need for it at all.
I agree. What should I have done, or what should Christians have done?
Are you mad?
Yeah.
Are any Christians?
It's heartbreaking.
Are any Christians at all, a single one, going to even bother to go outside and protest? Are any Christians going to stop watching the Olympics? Are any Christian athletes going to step down? Are any of you going to do anything after the most blatant mocking, probably in history, of Jesus Christ? Or are you all going to sit there and do absolutely nothing and talk about how somehow in the end it'll be fine?
Yeah, I think right there he's completely missing it. And obviously there was millions of people outraged, millions of people talking about it on X, millions of people on YouTube talking about it, how they actually were really outraged. And thousands of people went in Paris to protest and sing worship songs and to praise Jesus. And obviously they're not going to go burn down buildings because that's against what God has commanded us to do. And that's what he's not getting at. He's upset that we are not following Jesus, but then also he gets upset when those other people apparently are not following Jesus. Just like the hypocrisy in that. Like everything he said, why aren't people getting mad? Why aren't people boycotting? Why aren't people stepping down? And all of those things Christians are doing all over the world. See there's thousands of people worshiping Jesus. And C. Spire says, we were shocked by the mockery of the Last Supper during the opening ceremonies of the Paris Olympics. C. Spire will be pulling our advertising from the Olympics. See, there you go. People are stepping down. People are not taking this.
They wouldn't dare do this to any other religion. They wouldn't dare do it to Judaism, and they wouldn't dare do it to Islam. They would not dare. They mock Christians because you're endlessly weak, endlessly forgiving. You know what happens if somebody's endlessly forgiving? At first they're a good person, and in the end they're taken advantage of. And I understand. You're making me read the Bible. Me and you talk about these all the time. The Bible's all about forgiveness and turn the other cheek, and Jesus forgives, and in the end he's coming back. I get all of that. I understand it. But as a man,
calling out Christians for being hypocrites, but now he's upset when they're actually following what the Bible has called us to do, what Jesus has called us to do. And that's the hypocrisy from him there, because we are choosing to love. We're not going to go hating people and trying to go avenge. Jesus is the one who avenges.
Don't you have any semblance of rage inside of you? And not just you, all the Christians. Everyone's just going about their day. All the Christians in France are just doop-de-doo.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. He's calling for Christians to be angry and then follow their own fleshly desires and to go rage and to sin and to burn things and to even just like what Muslims do. They kill. They if they don't get people to stop doing what they don't want them to do, they put an end to their life. And Christians, I would say, is probably the only one that will not do that. They will stand up for what is right, and they would be willing to be sacrificed as a living sacrifice or even an actual sacrifice till death because of what Jesus did for them. And he's, at the end of the day, he's mocking Christianity as well for our faith, for our willingness to forgive, for our willingness to turn the other cheek and to not follow our own fleshly desires. Yes, I know a lot of people probably would want to do something crazy and outlandish because of what they did at the Olympics, but they are choosing to love.
Apparently, he went to protest against the Olympics for their apparent mockery of Christianity, since he claimed that there weren't any Christians doing so. Now, although I appreciate human Tristan doing this, in spite of their efforts, hardly anyone showed up to the protest because he was too late. Not only did Christians have far more numbers in terms of people who actually showed up long before Tate even went out there, but also because there were so many Christians who were publicly upset about it that it prompted the Olympics to quickly take down their opening ceremony videos. They issued an apology. They lost the viewership of tens of thousands of Christians and even lost some big sponsors like Ceasefire as a result.
So yeah, Elon Musk says, unless there is more bravery to stand up for what is fair and right, Christianity will perish. And that's the thing that I think everyone's missing, is that Christianity grew because of persecution. They grow even the fact that people are willing to die. They grow even though they are being persecuted by the numbers. And one of the fastest growing churches in America is in a place where they are not allowed to be Christian, in a communist country called China. It's the underground church, and it's the fastest growing church. One of the largest churches in America is in China because they're being persecuted. For some reason, that causes Christianity to thrive. And the places that are not being persecuted the most, almost they die. Like the United States, that's one of the most declining numbers in the world, is in the United States, because most likely they're not being persecuted and they don't have to stand up actually for their faith. Not saying we're completely declining, but at the rate compared to other countries where they shouldn't be thriving, they are, because there's something about Christianity where they have hope and freedom even though they're being persecuted, even though they're being tortured or whatever, because they know that this life is not their home. Their life with Jesus for the rest of eternity is what they care about the most. I don't think that Elon Musk or Andrew Tate have like bad intentions. I think they actually care for like Christian like values and ethics for the most part, especially I think more Elon Musk compared to Andrew Tate. But I think that they're missing the point. Yes, we should be outraged and angry, but obviously not sin. And we shouldn't just sit there and do nothing. We should pray for them, and we should love them, and we can use this as an opportunity to share the love of Jesus instead of hide. We can use this as an opportunity to make a difference for the kingdom and talk about it and actually share why this matters so much to us and why we love Jesus so much and what he actually did for us on the cross and what the meaning of that picture represents to us. I think we can use it as an opportunity to share the love of Jesus. And I think a lot of people are doing that. I think a lot of people are doing good things and responding in a good way towards this. But anyway, guys, I want to know your thoughts on this. I want to know what you guys think about Andrew Tate, Elon Musk, and if their thoughts are good or not. I would love to hear them. And anyway, guys, please, if you haven't, like this video and subscribe. I make videos every day, and I would love for you to be a part of this journey of growing this channel. And thank you guys so much for watching, and please like this video and subscribe. Peace.